Hello, my name is Morgan Davis, and here's a little backstory about me. I lived in Topeka up until about '09, and then my family moved up to Meriden, Kansas. Meriden, Kansas is a very, very small town in between Topeka and Ozaki. Every time somebody asks where Meriden's at, we always say, hey, do you know where Lake Perry's at? Yeah, it's about 15 to 20 miles away from there, because no one seems to know where it's at. Um, I have three brothers and a sister. I have a brother who's 8 years older than me, and two younger brothers who are twins, and then my sister's 15 years older than me. So my parents really. Whew. Um. Anyways, I am currently enrolled in college, i.e., the college course that I'm taking. I also am a tax professional full time. Right now is my busy season, as you can imagine. Um, I currently take about 15 to 18 credit hours, and I work 62 hours a week. And I have a 2-year-old on top of that. Every time I tell someone that, they always look at me like I'm insane, which I think I'm insane. um, But yeah, so let's get on with this. So this is my introduction speech. And so without further ado, my items. All right, my first item is a t-shirt. And not exactly a t-shirt, but a concert t-shirt. When I was younger, I used to go to a lot of concerts, mostly because I could afford them and because, well, you got to do things you want to do when you can afford to do them and you have time to do them. So I would go to as many concerts as I could. Even some concerts I went to, I didn't even like the people that I went to. It was just more so I could get out of the house and go. But yeah, and concerts were a big thing in my life. Actually, music is a huge thing in my life, still is to this day. I actually have a treble clef on the back of my neck that I got tattooed when I was 18, the day I turned 18. And so, it's cool. It's whatever. This is a book. This also represents my past. It can also represent my present and my future because I do a lot of reading. And when I say a lot of reading, I mean a lot of reading. Like every person I know does not do as much reading as I do. But when I was younger, I used to just sit in my room and read to escape reality most days because I didn't want to be alive, I guess. And with me not wanting to be alive, I would read to ignore everyone, to ignore the world, to whatever. I could read for 16 to 36 hours straight if I had to. Not even if I had to, but I would. Like, that's just the way that it was. The next thing that I have is this picture here. This picture, that little man right there, that's in the picture, that is my son, Aiden. He is 2 years old, just turned 2 years old on Thanksgiving. He is the light of my life, and I will do and be anything that he wants me to do and be. I can't imagine a life without him, and I don't want to imagine a life without him. So here's to many more years of motherhood. The next thing that I have, which represents my future, are these two bags right here. These two bags hold awesome things in them. First of all, they hold wedding bands. In about 133 days, to be exact, is when I will be getting married, and my name will no longer be Morgan Davis. It'll be Morgan Sanchez. That wedding date is actually very unique to me because June 23rd is when my grandparents got married. I never got to meet my grandpa because he died because he had a hole in his heart when my mother was 14 years old. So that was a long time ago, about 40 years ago, actually. And so it's it's very rewarding to me to know that I get to be the one that holds that wedding date in the family. And I hope to be able to pass it down to my kids or grandkids, whoever it may be. The other thing that I have is this book right here. This book is called Bambi Grows Up. For one, it's kind of ironic that this is the book I chose to put in my speech. But this book, because for one, in the future, I will be growing up. Like, I'm already grown up, but I'll grow up even more, because you grow up and then you die, and that's just the way it is. But these books are children's books, and I am going to college to be a elementary educator. I want to teach first through about third grade. I don't really know if I want to teach before first grade, and I don't know if I want to teach after third grade. So I want to just be an elementary education teacher, so which I am totally okay with. So in conclusion to everything that I brought with me today, I have my band shirt, my concert t-shirt from one of the concerts I went to when I was younger. I have the book. This particular book has no real hold to me. It's mostly just the actual symbol of a book. But I have wedding rings that actually do mean something to me, because that's what our wedding bands are. And then I have this little elementary education book that kind of showcases my future. And then this picture that showcases my present. So I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah. So have a great night. Bye.